That engage is going to be brutal. A lot of gap close here on the side of FPX. And as we get into game number 1, let's break it down even further because this is already 30 seconds into the FPX LGD series in Hangzhou. Cameraman surprised that it was not Doinb's wife. Normally leading the chance here, but Hangzhou's picked up some drums. Bit of a copy of WE, if I dare say.
I was about to say that. So ever since Tian had the drums being its major point of difference, we're talking about identity, the drums of Tian was beautiful.
Yes.
Suddenly every other home arena started to take that away from
It loses the magic, doesn't it?
Yeah, so Hangzhou plays stay in your role.
I want to break down runes here for a second though, Raz, because into the mid lane, the Karma taking the Klepto into the Nico matchup.
Yeah, Klepto Karma is something we've seen pretty consistently. When you have a lot of confidence in your ability to lane, as it seems like it's going to be a swap here.
Yeah, top lane Karma here, Lies going mid with the Victor.
I think they just really wanted to see the Victor into the matchup here. They really wanted Victor into the Nico just for the range there. So it probably didn't want to be opened up. There's a lot of pick potential. Is something we need to worry about when Silas is in the mix.
See how Doinb handles this though.
Yeah, so like if you get picked as a Karma on the top side of the map, you have so many ways to disengage with both your tether and shield. And yeah, extra bit of movement speed too. Of course, he didn't need either. He's just slamming GimGoon off that one.
Well, that's very nicely done. Give him a bit of extra 5 gold as well, so
they're
coming in handy.
So that's the best way to be able to play that matchup. And if there's jungle intervention, he's out of there pretty cleanly.
Yep.
But Lies is not the same situation. He wants out of that, put him in the mid lane. So nice swap here. Putting Lies right where he's comfortable.
At least RD's nearby, picking up the blue buff, going from red to Raptors, now down to his next buff, while that's a rough trade for the bottom lane for LWX. Junglers sort of towards the bottom side, but Tian is set up to do the full clip.
That's the hardship here of Lucian and Nautilus. The range, you're going to be sad. At least he ducked and dodged that one, actually. That was really well played from LWX. But he's going to be feeling the pain. Again? He's going to be, I mean, at least he had to use his dash on that one.
Yep.
I'm more concerned with Crisp, who cannot do as much as LWX is doing. He has a pretty fatty model. So he's going to be getting hurt a lot. And even if he gets an engage off, the beauty of Lux is that you're able to have Aftershock as a result. But here comes the engage on Yuuki.
Top. Yuuki might regret coming to the top lane. The flash burn immediately, even though GimGoon wasn't going to get it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yuuki walks back in. That's cheeky. Tian comes in as well. Underthrown. Yuuki regrets it even more. Taking up the turret, GimGoon, just to get Tian healthy, but Yuuki trying to back.
At least he got the flash off of GimGoon to start, but they're committing to this.
Now, Doinb hasn't been pink missing just as yet. Yuuki thinking about it. Tian proxying the wave. Doinb going to help push, but these are 3 members who are not leaving.
Tian says, you ain't going nowhere. Oh, you might be going somewhere.
Undertow lands, though, onto Yuuki. Doesn't have flash. Here comes the Tangle Barb lands. Doinb and Tian just make magic happen again.
Doinb is the most assertive type of player on the map. He just leaves. Doesn't care about the wave being pushed into his own tower. Yeah. He's going to take that L and say, I'm making a play at the top side whether you like it or not.
And when you have TP, or rather, when you can walk back to lane, and that's the top lane because they're changing again, FPX just in such a good advantage.
I'm not a big fan of what RD is doing. I mean, they're starting to, yeah, exactly.
Well, TP coming forward, that's a flash forward. LGD going to be in a bit of trouble here. Jungle, especially Chris, wants to lock him down. It's flash for flash while the binding connects onto Doinb, who was going back to the mid now, it seems.
So that's the concern. Whenever you go in for an invade on Krugs, you're going to have it warded because the support's going to be able to move. We'll have to see if you can get any extra damage.
He's walking out of Lies. He flashes, catches the undertow once again. Conquerors get proc. Flash from Lies as RD. Challenged by Doinb now as well. FPX, the tempo. Push it to the limit again. GimGoon's here to join the fun.
This non-stop action. That's it. There's not much to say. Doinb's on the move.
He really is. He's on the mark as well, Raz. 0-0 and 2. The Nico's active and gets GimGoon and Tian exactly the resources they want to start the game with.
GimGoon even rotated to the play mid part of the map, and Yuuki was like, what the hell? Like, right now, LGD are not on the same wavelength nearly as much as the FPX because they're willing to forego so much in terms of just waves. For the plays that are coming through, and that nails them 2 early kills.
And when you fall down against an Olaf early, who now has a kill, double longsword, so he'll be clearing out these camps instantly. you're going to fall so far behind. So for RD, now level disadvantage, and his early jungle is disrupted.
And this is the whole, welcome to the jungle that we were kind of talking about. Because he comes in, gets caught out by going to Krugs when they didn't put in the work of having the bottom lane completely shoved in so his lanes can actually help. So what ends up happening is he gets pushed off. Okay, he loses flash. All right, well, we know that your top side is pretty much cleaned out. They track him as the top side. So now Trundle is in a pretty bad situation where in another case where, if you had a jungle player, someone who actually plays that competitively, that would not have been the case. So that's just one of those situations where you get called out, and it kind of sucks.
Well, it's hard to get in the middle of these lanes and actually bring the response back for LGD because Doinb's up to the top side. He's now matching Yuuki, who is probably going to start hating this one. And in the mid lane, Lie's still there going up against GimGoon, and the Observer just hates it.
Yeah, and right now, because you have to continue to change up those roles. But the reason why Kramer doesn't like that is because he's going to have to take that out in the matchup. He can't proc his Klepto at all. Because if he ever walks up for it, he's going to eat the Q from Doinb. So makes a lot of sense. Even rotating consistently. What's going on here?
He's coming mid. Now, GimGoon's still here, so what is the play? All this for an Ocean Dragon? Or?
Yeah, it seems like that's the case. Rotate as a team. He's just helping them gain priority towards this play. He's still kind of in the area, so he doesn't want to fully commit to going back up top. This is why whenever you see FPX play, your eyes have to just remain focused on the minimap.
Yeah.
Because what he's doing right now, sacrificing top lane wave once again. But just to nail down a 7-minute Ocean Dragon is the strongest dragon at this stage. And it keeps those lanes, especially LWX and Chris, that even stronger.
Because Chris makes roams as well. And guess what? GimGoon getting another kill. Who would have thought?
They're getting smurfed on.
Yeah.
What else can you say?
This is insane.
The coordination of this team is never ending.
Oh my god.
They just keep moving. Sorry.
RD, like, the game 1 of the jungle.
Get out of here.
Let him play.
Leave.
GimGoon's going to jump on him. There's no level 6 here, so no subjugate. He pulls the Trundle ulti before he can get it. GimGoon with 3 kills on his Stylus, which already had a 13 KDA. Now into the bottom lane, LWX and Crisp looking to style on Kramer and PYL.
This game is another snowball brought to you by FPX.
But faster.
You said it was going to be a warm-up game. It really does feel like that. Going into your match of the week at the end of the week, right now FPX are really, I don't want to say disrespectful, because it's just there's a lot of gusto involved. I'm just saying 2 to 3 minion waves that we're willing to forego for the plays that we're making.
And he's caught back up. This is just insanity. The fact that Yuuki's still only 10 CS ahead in that top lane, now moved back to the mid lane. A lot of lane swapping here from FPX that Doinb's now consistently committing to the top lane.
Yeah, well, whenever you get the opportunity to fully shove it out, look what he's doing right now. Obviously, he has just a very honest base timing. But that's what you should be looking out for. Speaking of looking out for, yeah, get away from me. Good pillow. But whenever he gets an honest shove in the top side of the map, he's going to be making movements. Take a look at it right now. He doesn't even want to leave to go back top lane. He's going straight towards mid, and you're going to be seeing the Sylas pick up the top lane wave.
Yeah, fake go life. GimGoon making the move. Yuuki, is he transitioning as well? Maybe just dropping a ward out. No, he's going to the top side. Lie's going to back after getting the shove, go to the mid. So really keep track of this top side. These map rotations still coming through, because going up against the 3-0 Sylas is now going to be bad for anyone.
The only way you pull people into lane so you can see what lane they're committing to is, of course, if you can fully shove it in. So you now know that the Sylas hit the top lane wave.
Yep.
But Doinb actually just hasn't shown himself, and that's something that you kind of have to see. He's been consistently alongside. Now he's picked up blue. I'm always looking at the minimap. That's just my state of mind.
Has to be this game.
But now he goes to show where he is, and Victor's already there. So I still like that for Victor. That's still a pretty positive matchup for him.
Yep.
And now you get to see the Karma pick up waves, but let's see if they can pick up a champion here.
Oh, Chris sends the ulti down onto PYL, has to burn the flash and the heal there. Double summoner down to the support. We're just looking mid, because even though there's an engaged bot, mid, top, still the most active.
And here comes another play. Oh, please leave me alone, senor.
Tian is 10 CS up on the Trundle, so RD trying to get back into this game, but Warriors, Olaf in the top side, now pressuring out Yuuki.
He's a level up. He's definitely now, if we're talking about the position he's put in, where he can probably take his own blue side camps when it respawns, he's going to be 2 levels up. That's the state right now what Tian's currently in.
There's a flash in the mid lane. I heard a pop blossom here from Doinb. He's now just auto-attacking away. Needs one more. Goes golden to slide with the Chaos Storm on top of him. Light Binding's there. PYL. A good trade-off on Doinb.
Didn't see him coming, but he's willing to take that trade.
You take the little trades here for LGD. Their first kill of the game being 2k gold down. That's a small window that maybe PYL can play through.
This is getting insane here. That LGD cannot catch a break.
Yes.
0 and 2 in the mid lane is just what it is right now. 3 kills there for GimGoon, of course, on the top side of the map. Doinb, like that trade for him, he still gets the kill goal. But right now, Victor is just, he really needs something for himself.
Such an early burst item from Doinb as well. Who's going to be ready for this fight? RD might be caught out. Kramer ulti in hand as RD walks blindly past the brush, and Doinb makes him pay. Chris even finds himself a cheeky little Yuuki. They'll keep doing the Rift Herald because they don't care.
He's pretty confident with Lucian sitting pretty tight at the bottom side of the map, and he's consistently making these roams happen first. Didn't have to fully rotate their dual lane up top side to be able to get that Rift Herald. Oh, no. Take a look at him. He's all alone.
A flash bird by Yuuki just because he sees a man with an anchor.
Yeah, I'd run too.
I would.
That's not natural.
Yep. Crisp is walking up to the top side, asserting his own pressure. And everyone from FPX roams. Only person who stays in lane is LWX.
Gold bounty, my friends. And all of this is just even out if you have already seen the CS advantage there for both GimGoon and Doinb, because both of them were able to find great opportunities covering for their lanes. Now, take a look at this. He was able to... That sucks. Because that doesn't look like it hit, but obviously it doesn't matter if it looks like it hit or not. Yep. He was able to nail him down. So, as I already mentioned, you get a kill goal for yourself at Doinb, and it moves over to Lux. Not too concerned about Lux picking up that kill.
LGD trying to do the same thing though, Raz. They found GimGoon, they burst him down, he's burning, and they find him. A good little bit of karma for FPX.
But PYL right now is getting himself a few goals. Oh, he's got to get out of here.
Chris found the re-engage onto RD. Now Subjugation is not available here. LWX comes in for the flank with the culling. Onto the Infernal Dragon.
Recommitting.
LGD are going again. Doinb, he's the one who wants the Tangle Bar. Flashed away by Kramer. Still has the Pop Blossom available, but Dragon resetting a little bit here underneath the Chaos Storm.
Doinb.
Oh no, that's two-man Tangle Bar. Chris finds it. Doesn't have the ulti, he goes golden. Olaf jumps on in. Ragnarok's down. Pop Blossom to zone them away while RD just takes a bit of brute force. Dragon gets in on the play. Chris flashes forward. LWX as well. It's a massacre, but both teams are dying. PYL takes the blast cone, sends out the beam. Almost does it. But in the end, FPX are the victors, I guess.
FPX are just madmen. Playing that fight on a tightrope there. They were trying whatever it took to be able to get on top of LGD, but LGD were in a great position. Like, they could always move away from Doinb from an arm's reach so his ultimate didn't land. But the moment LWX joins, he just has the damage.
My favorite type of League of Legends. Watching FPX go up to what seems to be a bloody wanting team in LGD.
You just don't see games like these in competitive.
No, you don't.
When the best teams right now in your league, specifically FPX, are willing to take these many risks.
Yeah.
Like, on top of LWX, of course, take a look at Olaf. He may win the battle in the pit, but he's right next to Dragon. you ain't gonna win that one. Didn't even matter. He was actually trying to get the sustain.
Yeah.
Actually, so that was the best call that he had there.
Fair enough.
But Doinb with the presence of mind to get that blast cone. But here comes another potential skirmish.
I mean, they've just grouped up mid on the hunt being popped here by LGD. They want to fight as badly as FPX do. Even 4k gold behind, but FPX are waiting for them to come through this brush.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, Crisp is looming, lying in wait for his hook. Thankfully, they got a good amount of poke on Tian, so he has to get the hell out of there. But Crisp, whenever he sees a champion, Doinb as well, they just go for it.
Yep. Point A example there against Lies. Doinb 4-1-5 after that fight as well, by the way. So getting closer to the Spooky Ghost, almost 2 items at 14 minutes in the game. And while GimGoon to slow down on his kill count, Tian and Doinb have built up their own. And by the way,
only turret plating picked up on the side of LGD was split between both Sivir and the Lux. So Lux is actually still pretty rich, but doesn't amount to too much.
In that last fight, Raz, Dragon wasn't taken, by the way. So while we're looking at a bit of gold there for LGD,
nice.
Small window, but they weren't able to pick up the Infernal Dragon, and FPX, with the lead that they have, just get yet another objective.
You know what's tough about this game? Because LGD came into this one thinking, all right, we need to take away a lot of these hook comps, right? So they actually banned both the Thresh and the Pike.
Yes.
but there's actually just as many pick potential here because you have Doinb with obviously his E, Tangle Thorns I think it's called. Just butcher that one all consistently.
Tangle Barbs, yeah.
There we go. And then you have, of course, GimGoon, Abscond Duck. That's always going to be a possibility if you end up getting a pick. And we already have the base. We've talked about Crisp being able to get those hooks. So if they see a champion, they can certainly take the fight. Their composition is in no way reliant on ultimates. So they're at a really good state.
When you're this far ahead in gold and you're looking towards your second items as well, it's an instant pick that you'll see. Observer's going, where do I look now? Because everything's just slowed down.
It's a good position to kind of take a step back and talk about the composition, or at least for FPX, because there's actually so many fights that you just kind of have to live in the moment. So for FPX, I like the fact that they're refocusing on the bottom side of the map.
Yep.
Because that's what we were talking about at the very beginning. The very beginning, this game started out, we wanted to see FPX kind of focus on nailing down the bottom lane turret and starting to move their pieces in LWX and Crisp alongside the map. So if they can get that going, then they can go mid. It just kind of depends, once again, what their picks actually turn into, how low that mid lane turret is.
Remember that the LWX plays a good Lucian, but am I going to have time? Nope. Another death there for the Karma after what was FPX just bringing the tempo back.
I guess they get this tower for free. That's some free gold you get.
Yep.
Karma had no way out. She was conditioned to be going to the left side of that mid lane, and that's where they were at the Raptor pit.
It's just been
no
so rough.
way.
Doinb comes in for the flank. That's not really Tian.
Help!
PYL, he has the kills right now, so if he dies, that's a lot of support just taken down the drain.
That kind of reminds me of Final Fantasy VII. There's not really any spoiler alerts, but kind of like when you see that fake Sephiroth.
Ah, yes.
Just like a phantom Sephiroth there. It's like, is he really there? No, it's just a fake for now.
FPX playing towards that at the moment. You can see off the vision side, Doinb flashes over. It works, Raz! It works! That's all that matters.
Such a beautiful man.
Like, it's starting to overflow. It's been super rough for the solo laners of LGD in this game. Now it's overflowing to the bottom lane. Like Kramer and PYL start to feel the brunt.
And at this point, I'm not even going to talk about the Dragons, the Barons. This game is just so easy for FPX to work off their own vision. Look at the red side jungle. They're going to lose it very soon because they're basing. But the top side, the northern quadrant, those two control wars that they've been working around it for the past, like, 8 minutes now. Like, they've been consistently moving in that side of the map. That's the reason why they got that kill on Karma underneath tower. God. So, LGD, they need to find a foothold there. Baron's going to be coming up in 2 minutes, so that vision control is only going to get more important.
That's right. I can't believe Baron's coming up in 2 minutes. Feel like it should have been up ages ago. Yeah.
Whenever a game breaks open that quickly, you have no idea. You can't track time anymore.
I was scoffing at two things. As we came back, it was the Magi Soulstealer now on Doinb, on Nico, which I haven't seen before, I believe, in the LPL. Second part was the fact that Tian is 3,000 gold ahead of RD. So we said welcome to the jungle at the start of the game. This is truly a test for him.
Nice. As
it will have to come down to a Baron still.
Wonderful. I mean, yeah. We'll see if they can get to that point.
Wonderful is the word. PYL at half health under toe.
Oh, no!
Almost dies. PYL flashes in. I thought that was a flake coming in from Doinb for a second, but it's just Yuuki. PYL burnt down to an absolute crisp, but FPX now in a 4v5.
Where's the extraction site? Someone help PYL.
He's doing all the heavy lifting right now for LGD.
Doing so much.
The Lux pick.
He gets called into action. And right now, oh, nice. I've actually wanted. This is something I actually wanted to see because I talked about the Trundle Pillar working working well with Nautilus. I was thinking more so. Oh, well, we'll talk.
Have they actually found Tian though? He goes low, flashed on, he's dead, but very low health bar coming through here from the jungle. I don't know if he's alive. What?
Stopwatch.
Yeah.
That was beautiful. The amount of damage he got at the last tick before he stopwatched. You're the one. Everyone out there. Don't even lie, chat. You thought that man was dead.
Yep.
I didn't.
I'll apologize because I thought he was dead as well. So
my eyes see everything.
And now 2 more are dead from LGD. I don't know what to expect at this point because FPX are playing with their food.
Yeah, this is one of those moments. You know in Season 2, Season 1, when you had the rank 5 ladders?
Yep.
And You got to see really competitive teams start to grind it because, you know, if you get the challenger, then you can challenge for, you know, challenger league and everything.
Yeah.
But if you're just a ragtag of individuals, no, I don't care. I don't care. I'm just going to finish my story. Sorry. Ragtag of individuals going up against that team, this is exactly that kind of game.
Yeah, that's very fair.
So
this to me is just like challenger versus.
Just look at it. Just look. What was his HP? We won't get to see it, but non-existent is my answer. Single digit and Triumph, baby, will get you back on top. We'll top you right up.
See, that got me. I thought he was dead.
It's because you have imperfect eyesight.
Yes.
My eyesight with these glasses, beautiful.
You're invincible.
Yes.
As much like Tian because he can't be stopped. I'm pretty surprised so far, though, that it's this one-sided. Like, coming into this series, RD or not, I was still hyped for the ability of Kramer. We hyped up the 80 carry matchup, but it's been anything but about the 80 carries this game.
Yeah, I mean, look, we said one thing about LGD, was that synergy was looking fantastic for the team coming into the split. You know what happened?
FBX happened.
Well, yeah, you know, I'm talking about the fact that they don't have their jungler, my friend.
I know.
They don't have their jungler. What kind of conversation are we having here when you've lost the man?
I believed in RD, Raz.
You shouldn't.
I've had more surprises here in the LPL, to be fair, so this, I guess, is one of them because it's not one of them. So Baron goes over to FBX while we're having that little mint conversation. It's 13k gold lead, and now I'm just waiting for Doinb or GimGoon to start off the next fight.
At this point, if we're talking about whether they should be on the map, they're doing the exact right thing. LWX mid, Doinb top side, a 1-3-1, try and bounce between top lane tower to mid, and then Silas can rotate to mid lane as well. We're at a position right now where there's not much LGD can do to even start a fight. When you are behind on a team without any real ways to start a fight, no pick potential outside of the light binding, you are, yeah, SOL.
Just do that, yeah. First kill comes down, that's Lies dead. FBX now in a 4v5 with Baron, and at this point in the game, death timers are quite long.
Let's just you know, take a step back and watch this beautiful, top lane tower is gone.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Easy.
Thank God. What
Bot
happened
lane
before
tower.
we could zoom this far out?
This is we're in the helicopter right now. You gotta talk about the fact that we're sitting nicely. This helicopter getting a full view
Someone needs
of
to stop top.
LGD getting completely demolished.
Yeah, Kramer doesn't know where to go. They're on to PYL. He gets locked down. Here we go. Lux Light Binding picked up, or rather the final spark by GimGoon. Pop Blossom down. Doinb just swings past me, doesn't care. He's at half health. Locks down 1, locks down 2. In comes Chris. Into a Chris they get turned, and Kramer running for his life while GimGoon still wants to charge up. A big Chaos Storm, but the Chaos has only just begun here for FBX.
Get me closer in on the action. Helicopter, take me right down.
FBX is going to get this mid turret. Inhibitor going to come through next, or LWX and Tian just walk away. PYL. There we go.
You got hurt a little bit.
That was nice. What happens next? Well, I think FBX wait for Doinb. Sivir ultimate on the hunt.
Look,
and they're out.
His light bindings have been on point.
Yeah.
Say what you will, PYL is having a good game. He's having a wonderful game.
He's the person you're running into solo queue. Everyone wants to surrender, and you know what he says? No, we can win this.
Well, I mean, no one likes him. But no one likes the person who wants to continuously play in that game. But I'm talking about the fact that he is hard stuck in this kind of environment. So I'll give him that. It's looking really good here for FPX, and he's the only one holding them firm. Tian gets light binded.
Yep.
And then you see LWX near the end of that. We won't show it. It's too graphic. He gets light binded.
Doinb lost his Magi stacks in that play, by the way, so he was sitting on 18 before. Big shame. And missing out on that movement speed by 2 stacks. So we'll see if he can get that back.
All right, time to go hunting.
Get him.
Hook him.
This for you. Chris walking forward, just walks into the gravity
that
field.
random terrain on the map. Yes, I love it.
Minions faster you get, so this is just going to happen quickly as GimGoon finds a Chaos Storm. My God, that hurts. Culling there as well. That's going to poke out half of them as Victor's ult is used against them. And now FBX looking for the final touches.
Yeah, this one should be lights out for game 1 versus LGD. At least go for some more KDA. Get the kills.
Almost goes down, and Chris finds a 3-man ulti. Apparently LWX hitting in from the side as FBX don't really care. They'll run in and absolutely demolish LGD in game 1.
In Hangzhou.